Hey, this is Jesse with Closing the Loop. I just wanted to do a video on Humanure. I saw a video recently that talked about Humanure and how different people process it. A lot of people are uh, they're like afraid of putting it directly into their garden, and they go through this process of letting it sit for about a year or two. Sometimes I've heard of people that let it sit for 4 years before they actually use it in their garden. But there are ways to use it in your garden that I think are pretty safe, and I'm seeing results from it, and I just wanted to share that with you. So for me personally, like I kind of felt like uh, I wanted to be able to use it more directly. I know that there are a lot of benefits. The bacteria that a lot of people consider bad bacteria actually serves to feed the greater, the stronger, the better bacteria, the good, quote unquote, good bacteria that are in the soil, and it's just part of it's just part of the web. It's just part of the food chain, and and the benefit of that is that you don't have to wait. You can use it right away, and instead of having them in barrels and waiting up to 4 years before you feel safe using them, it just seems kind of like a waste. It's a long time to wait, and there's no real need for it. What you see is, you have animals, all kinds of animals, that are in a forest, for example, and they're eating the vegetation, and they're pooing directly on the ground. Um, in some cases, people don't have animals. That's one of the things that kind of helps to. That's part of the cycle. You have the feces that falls onto the ground, and you have the bacteria and the critters in the ground that benefit directly from that, and then it goes up the chain, the food chain. Um, so let me just show you a system that I've devised that seems to be really working good, and I've seen certain things that people do that I don't particularly agree with. I've seen people take poo and put it directly onto the ground, and maybe they'll cover it with some leaves and stuff like that. I don't particularly like that because I'm walking in my garden all the time, and I just don't want to step in my own poo and track that into the house or different places in the yard. I don't know, it just kind of grosses me out. Let me just show you what I'm doing here. I have a 55-gallon barrel, and what I did, oh wow, interesting. That right there is a black soldier fly. And this black soldier fly is actually laying his eggs, or laying her eggs. The black soldier fly is laying her eggs near the barrel. This is what they do. They lay their eggs near the barrel, and then when the eggs hatch, they will follow the scent over to where the food is, and they will start munching on that food, and that's like a larval stage that they go through. That is really cool. I wasn't expecting to see this, but this is actually like a really big thing right now. They're using black soldier flies, the larvae. They're using it to feed chickens, and it's really cheap way to provide a lot of fats and nutrients to your chickens, and it produces really amazing eggs. Yeah, actually you can see she has her little ovipositor out, and she is laying her eggs all over that area right there. But yeah, they love laying their eggs in that kind of material where they see the little holes and stuff like that. They love placing their eggs in there. So anyway, what you see here, and I'll just describe it, I won't open the barrel, is you see a 55-gallon barrel. It's open on the bottom, so I've cut out the bottom, and I've cut out obviously the top. And what I did was I buried it basically 4 or 5 inches into the ground, as you can see, and then around that I have a bunch of mulch, like leaf mulch, and then I put all my garbage directly into the top, right over here. I do like a bunch of compost, whatever it is that I get out of my kitchen. and also the Humanure, right? So it's a mixture of peat moss and my poop. I don't put my pee in there because pee is like a straight up fertilizer you can use in the garden directly, and the garden benefits immediately from that. So I save my pee for mixing. I do a 10-to-1 mix, and I feed my plants with it. My plants are doing really well with that. But the whole idea of this right here, you have my lemon tree over there. You have a banana plant that I just put in recently that's actually about to put out its first leaf. There's another banana plant right behind the barrel over there. And then there's the two star fruit. This is a star fruit right here. And so, placing the barrel kind of right in the center, the idea is that with the mycorrhizae and the roots, I did it somewhat close to the tree line of each one of the trees. So between the roots and the mycorrhizae and bacterial activity, these plants are benefiting directly from that. I keep the lid on top, obviously, so that flying creatures are not going to go in there. You have the creatures from underground that will be able to access it, but the flying creatures won't be able to get into it. And your plants are benefiting from it right away. When you look at the lemon tree is producing like it never has before. I've never seen this lemon tree do so well. There's a ton of activity on here right now. You have you have a lot of flowering happening. You have a lot of foliage that's coming up, brand new foliage all over the place. All the old leaves are getting replaced. So it's a clear indication that it's getting a lot of what it needs. This right here is going to be converted into a chicken coop. Just wanted to show you that. This is a shed. Anyway, take care.